Hi everyone, it's Shannon with Play with the World, and today's message is so wonderful and so powerful because we can all apply it right away. And I first want to jump in by asking you how your dreams are coming along. Are you reaching them? Are they really falling into place? That thing you've wanted really for a long time, is it coming to you? Well, that's what today's message is all about. I want to talk to you about how you can make your goals and your dreams come to you faster. Now, I'm not talking about manifesting today. What I'm really talking about is something quite different. In fact, this is something that most of us do when we're working towards our goals, and we don't even realize that perhaps this habit that we fall into isn't working as well as we really want. And that is hope. Are you hoping that things are going to work out? Are you hoping that you're going to lose weight? Are you hoping that you're going to meet the one? Many of us fall into hope thinking that that's going to get us what we want, or it's going to get us out of depression and sadness. And yes, it is a quick step. But I got to tell you, when I was super depressed and really in a dark place and suffering through a lot of different addictions several years ago, I was hoping, and nothing ever changed. Ever. It wasn't until I bypassed hope completely and went to faith. As soon as I put faith into myself and my future self, and knowing that I had faith in a power bigger than me to help me move forward, everything changed. And so today we're going to eliminate hope from our life. I want you to stop using hope and stop saying I hope, and instead say I know. Because faith is all about knowing. Today's message, I'm going to share with you 3 steps, easy steps on how you can really put faith into your life. Because a lot of people I work with say, how do I have faith that I'm going to really get what I want? How am I going to have faith? Like, how do I get faith to know that the one is on its way to me? Well, there are 3 easy steps, because the reality is you can live and breathe in the experience of faith, and you can allow things to come to you much more easily. All that hard work that you've been doing and working really hard to make things come true, just eliminate it, because faith really oversteps all that hard work, and it is a knowing and a belief that everything is going to work out, because that is exactly what faith is. And as soon as I put my attention to faith, I started to really get clear about what I wanted. I started writing books, and here I am today doing what I love, playing with the world in beautiful locations, coming to you with awesome inspiration. So the very first step that you want to do is in bringing more faith in your life is to release fear from the past. A lot of times we have these fears that have played out in the past. Perhaps maybe you are looking for the one, and you are having a hard time trusting and believing and having faith that the one is on his way to you. And what happens is your mind goes to how every other experience didn't work out, how every other date screwed you over, or how you've never really been in love and you just think that you're going to get hurt again. So you want to catch yourself literally in those experiences of turning your attention backward and turn to the present. Because when we can get present, we realize that all we have is here and now. The past is not replaying out. The fear is what's replaying the past out into the present. And so you can do this by being present. We release fears from the past by forgiving our past, and we can also release fears from the past by really getting present in this moment. And when you can do that, things will really transform for you. Okay, so step number 2 is to faith it until you make it. Yes, I say this a lot. I talk about it in my books and in my articles. It's something that is so powerful, and it's really about putting all your trust into the unknown. And that is a scary thing in itself, but it is possible. And you can do this by really aligning with your faith and what you want. So get in touch with the desire and the feeling of what you really want. So let's say you are trying to really manifest the one. You want to meet your soulmate. It's not the one and the soulmate that you want. It's the experience of feeling loved for who you are. That's the true essence of what you want. And so you tap into that energy and let that bring you forward. And then what you'll notice is all of a sudden you have all of these people around you that love you for who you are, and you start to tune into the experience of what you want is with you already. And that actually is a powerful attracting force to bring the one to you much faster. And so this is what faithing it until you make it, faith it till you make it is all about. It's about putting all your trust in knowing. So faith it till you make it is how I lead my business. I know, and I have some big goals. My next book, Adventures for Your Soul, I am faithing it till I make it that it will be a New York Times bestseller. That's a huge goal, and I just have faith. I release it. And that brings us to the 3rd step of releasing. Releasing it is really, the third is about asking the universe for what you want, but then releasing it. And so here's what happens. A lot of us, we have these goals and we forget to ask the universe for what we want. Whether you meditate, whether you pray, whether you write it down, or whether you literally ask your support system for what you want, there's so many ways to ask for what you want. But here's the trick. Many of us don't ask for what we want because we're so focused on what we don't want. We sit and we think about, well, this isn't working, I don't want this, I don't want this. We'll completely get that out of your experience and focus on what you want. And when you can hold the vibration intently, the feelings of what you want, and you hold forward on what you do want, everything will change. It's a very powerful experience that can help you be more joyful and connected in the moment. And so when we do this, it really does transform everything. But here's the trick again. You want to ask for what you want, but then all of a sudden you have to release. And this is the piece that most of us don't really follow through on. Releasing means I let go of when and how what it is that I want comes to me. Faith is about trusting that what comes to you and when it does come to you is the best for your possible good. Because there's a divine power working on your behalf or your future self, however you want to look at it, and it's really guiding you. And when you can let go of the outcome, things can unfold much more beautifully. So I'd love for you to share your experiences in the comments below about how you are having and adding more faith into your life and what's worked for you. This is a very powerful week. It's a week that can help you really get in touch with inner peace and connecting to your true self. So have a blast, guys, playing with the world this week, and I can't wait to see how your faith has really transformed your life. Bye!